Hello, Steve Kendall, Security Pacific Real Estate, Richmond, California. As far back as I can remember, I have never liked being told what to do. As evidence of this, my entire career has been based on working as my own boss. I come from a large family. I have 5 brothers and sisters, and we actually joke about it. I'm a Kendall. What do you expect? Like it means it's written in stone and nothing can be done about it. I have shared this conversation with friends and have learned that other people besides the Kendalls share this same opinion. That made me curious. Is this a Kendall thing, or do others feel the same way? Surprisingly, I discovered that most people hate being told what to do. There's a term for it. It's called psychological reactance. It's our brain's response to a perceived restriction of choices or loss of our freedom. Here's an example. Years ago, I was a smoker. I knew it was bad for me, and deep down, I knew I should quit. There were people in my life that knew it was good for me and felt the need to tell me. My dad used to say, "How can you smoke those stink rags?" He was right, but did it help me quit? Of course not. It had the reverse effect, and I continued smoking. Then, one day, a friend said something to me that had a real impact on how I thought about smoking. He said, "Steve, you look like a professional tennis player, not a smoker. Why do you smoke?" His statement stunned me. First off, I didn't play tennis, so how could I look like a tennis player? However, I took his comment as a sincere compliment and decided it was time to get serious about quitting smoking. I eventually did quit, but it wasn't easy. So, back to why we don't like being told what to do. This reactance triggers negative thoughts, which can lead to negative feelings such as annoyance, anger, or resistance. This often leads to rebelling against the recommended or suggested action. Will you roll up that window? It's getting windy. Sure, I'll get right on that. Now, there's a way to reduce reactance. After telling someone to do something specific, you follow up with a suggestion that they are free to decide for themselves what to do or share a sincere compliment. Now, my friend had complimented me by saying I look like a tennis player, and then he told me I should quit smoking. He said it in a way that allowed me to make the decision to quit rather than feeling forced to do it. Now, I'd like you to remember this key phrase. Unsolicited advice is a form of criticism. Let me repeat that. Unsolicited advice is a form of criticism. Here's an example. A friend of mine recently told me that his wife came home one evening all excited about a new idea she just heard about from a coworker. This amazing new idea? It's the same one he's been telling her for years. Sound familiar? We are often willing to hear new ideas or suggestions from friends or coworkers, but not from someone you're close to. That can feel like unsolicited advice. We want unconditional love and acceptance from those closest to us. Coaching you haven't asked for comes across as evaluation, which creates reactance. Now, when you recognize your rebellious inner self is being triggered, take a step back, pause for a moment, and think about what's really going on. Managing your reactions takes practice. It's all about getting your inner rebel to work for you rather than against you. I'm working on it, and perhaps someday you won't hear me say, "Hey, I'm a Kendall. What do you expect?" Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.